Stadium, Baton Rouge. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the run, it's Henderson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right side, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Green. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Straight ahead, it's Henderson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. Turning it on. The 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. He's got it. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Quarterback keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Barrels ahead. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Watkins. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. LSU quick to the line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
From deep, it's Durham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback changing the play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Levin. Look out! And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. St. Clair rushes on. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Give the guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Finds a crease, it's Henderson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being...
He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Green. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. LSU right back to the line. run inside. It's Berry. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. He's changing the play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Firing to the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
Third downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best third down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, two of the three things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They give it back to him. They were all over it. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Tavian St. Clair. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Can hold on in the face of the contact. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Makes a move. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. Special teams proving to be special. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Second and long here. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. This time on target. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Lost to throw on first. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield. When you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw on line, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing St. Clair. Right side, it's Jackson. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Snags it. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to the ground game on the left. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Tennessee in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Volunteers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. St. Clair. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Booster! Where did he go?
Tavian St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Roberts. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They go play action with St. Clair. Turns it upfield.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
and a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown!